University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. So far, we've seen 35 matches in this competition, and most of them, at least, have been pretty keenly fought. Tonight is the penultimate fixture. Last time we saw Edinburgh University beat Durham University to take the first place in the final, and whichever team wins tonight will be playing them. Now, the team from St Edmund Hall, Oxford, crushed the dreams of the University of York in round 1 and Clare College, Cambridge in round 2. Their quarter-final victories were at the expense of Emmanuel College, Cambridge, and despite an uncharacteristically lethargic start, Bristol University, so they're through to this stage without having lost a match. They're here having notched up 825 points. They have an average age of 19. Let's meet again the youngest team still in the competition.
Hi, I'm Augustia. I'm originally from India, but I grew up in Basel, Switzerland, and I'm reading material science.
Hello, I'm Marceline Bresson. I'm from Groningen in the Netherlands, and I'm reading economics and management.
This is their captain.
Hi, I'm Freddie Leo. I'm from Berlin, Germany, and I'm studying history.
Hi, I'm Lizzie. I'm originally from Worcestershire, and I'm reading geography.
Now, the team from Darwin College, Cambridge, put paid to the hopes of the School of Oriental and African Studies in round 1 and Downing College, Cambridge in round 2. The 2 quarter-final victories they needed to put them through to this stage were over Emmanuel College, Cambridge and the University of Manchester, although before then, Bristol University had the better of them by a mere 10-point margin. So with 5 matches behind them, their accumulated score is 990. With an average age of 37, let's meet the Darwin crew again.
Hi, I'm Stuart McPherson. I'm from Bothwell in South Lanarkshire, and I'm studying for a PhD in physics.
Hi, I'm Chris Davis, and I'm from London and originally California, and I'm pursuing a PhD in plant sciences.
This is their captain.
Hi, my name is Jason Golfinos. I'm from New York City, and I'm pursuing an MPhil in Asian and Middle Eastern Studies.
Hello, I'm Guy Mully, briefly from Loughton in Essex, but mainly from Windsor in Berkshire. I'm studying for an MLit in law.
OK, let's just get on with it. Fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. The Nobel Prize confers on an individual an authority which in economics no man ought to possess. These were the words of which economist upon the receipt of his own Nobel Prize in 1974? Born...
St Edmund Hall, Bresson.
Friedrich Hayek.
Friedrich Hayek is right, yes. These bonuses are on the operas of Richard Wagner for your bonuses. Which early opera by Wagner opens in a subterranean realm of pleasure known as the Venusberg? Its subtitle is The Song Contest at the Wartburg.
Die Meistersänger von Nürnberg.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Die Meistersänger von Nürnberg.
No, it isn't. It's Tannhauser. Oh. Secondly, set in 16th century Bavaria, which opera's title characters include the town clerk Beckmesser and the soap boiler Ortel?
Deputy Meistersänger?
Yes, I think...
Nürnberg is in Bavaria, right?
I think so, yeah. Okay, this is die Meistersänger von Nürnberg.
It is indeed, yes. And finally, centering on the utterance of the hero's unknown name, which opera by Wagner includes a bridal chorus, more popularly known as Here Comes the Bride?
Lohengrin.
Lohengrin is correct. 10 points for this. Denoting a virtue or quality, what 5-letter word links a depiction of the Virgin Mary wearing an outspread cloak, a 1988 song by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, the cover of the Ark of the Covenant, and a translation of the Greek Kyrie eleison?
Darwin Golfinos.
Mercy?
Mercy is correct. Your bonuses, Darwin, are on less common English nouns that appear in Hamlet's to be or not to be speech. All 3 answers have 6 letters in the singular. Hamlet says that someone might his quietus make with what? The word in question indicates a dagger or other short, pointed instrument.
Bodkin?
Correct. Similar in form to a French word for burden or baggage, what word appears shortly before the expression to grunt and sweat under a weary life?
Burden?
It's fardels. Who would these fardels bear? What word means prayer and appears in the plural towards the end of the speech? In Wilfred Owen's Anthem for Doomed Youth, it follows the word hasty.
Orison?
Orison is correct. Right, 10 points for this. quote, null, void, invalid, iniquitous, unjust, damnable, reprobate, inane, empty of meaning and effect for all time. Those words of Pope Innocent X in the mid-17th century referred to what international agreements named after a region of North Germany?
Darwin Golfinos.
The Peace of Westphalia?
Correct. Right, your bonuses this time are on lasers, Darwin. Governing the probabilities of spontaneous emission, absorption and stimulated emission in a laser, the coefficients A, B12 and B21 bear the name of which physicist?
Einstein?
Correct. At the University of Michigan in 1961, a team led by Peter Franken used a ruby laser to create ultraviolet photons. This was the first report of what non-linear effect?
The nonlinear optical Kerr effect, maybe?
I was going to say... It could be the optical... No.
Nonlinear optical Kerr effect?
No, it's second harmonic generation. And finally, which word can follow temporal and spatial to indicate that a laser output has a narrow spectral range and strong directionality?
Coherence?
Correct. Right, we're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you're going to see a diagram showing the structure of a specific vitamin. For 10 points, I need the name of the specific vitamin.
St Edmund Hall, Leo.
B12?
B12 is correct. The structure of vitamin B12 was one of the notable discoveries of the chemist Dorothy Hodgkin. Your picture bonuses similarly illustrate 3 more of her discoveries. Firstly, name this hormone. Hodgkin determined its 3-dimensional structure in 1969.
I think we're going to have to guess this.
Or something? I don't know.
It sounds earlier, though.
From 1967, it's got to be a bit more niche.
Luteinizing hormone or something. I think we should just guess, but I don't know. Luteinizing hormone.
No, it's insulin. Secondly, this is the general structure of what class of organic compound, the subject of Hodgkin's doctoral research?
That's
a steroid.
Steroid,
Yeah.
I think, isn't it? Yeah.
Steroid, yeah.
Steroid.
Steroids or sterols, yes. And finally, name this substance. Hodgkin solved its structure in 1946.
So what do they want
That's
DNA?
penicillin.
Are you sure? It's not like DNA or anything.
No.
Yeah, it sounds wrong. Yeah.
I think it's penicillin.
Shall we go with that? Okay. Penicillin.
Penicillin is correct. 10 points for Liz. Listen carefully. With reference to the book of Exodus, if locusts is 8, hail is 7, and flies is 4, what is 2?
St Edmund Hall, Leo.
Frogs?
Frogs is correct, yes. The plagues of Egypt, so you get a set of bonuses, this time St Edmund Hall having taken the lead on punch cards. Adapting the work of Jacques de Vaucanson, noted for his automata, which French inventor added a punch card system to a power loom in 1804, allowing for the automation of pattern weaving?
It is all.
I have 0 idea, sorry.
French inventor.
French inventor.
Weekend? Someone? Weekend?
Could be.
I don't know.
Nominate Fry.
Weekend?
No, it's Jacquard. And secondly, which US-born inventor developed the punch card system used in the 1890 US Census? His tabulating machine company was a founding member of IBM.
Oh, snap. This is in the Crash Course episode. But
Yeah, I
can you remember?
An inventor.
Sorry, what's
Just get some inventor.
Thomas Edison.
No, it's Herman Hollerith. And finally, in which state did controversy over the use of punch card ballots cause a delay to the result of the 2000 US election, finally settled by the Supreme Court?
Yeah, the Florida was the Al Gore thing, right? Is that what they want?
sure.
Florida.
Florida is correct. 10 points for this. Jean-Antoine Watteau's painting of Jupiter and Antiope appeared on the cover of the first edition of which novel first published in German in 1985? Subtitled The Story of a Murderer, its protagonist is an 18th century French orphan, Jean-Baptiste Grenouille.
St Edmund Hall, Leo.
Das Parfüm.
Correct. Perfume is correct, yes. You get a set of bonuses on a British artist now, St Edmund Hall. Which artist wrote in a letter of 1767, "I'm sick of portraits and wish very much to take my vial de gamba and walk off to some sweet village where I can paint landscapes and enjoy the fag end of life in quietness and ease?
Gainsborough or Reynolds, probably.
Reynolds was head of the Royal Academy. I don't
So
think he
probably
was
Gainsborough?
Or Ramsay. Yeah, go for either one. Gainsborough did some landscape.
Gainsborough?
It is Thomas Gainsborough, yes. Gainsborough's portrait of which actress, described as the greatest tragedian of her day, reportedly caused him to complain, "Confound the nose, there's no end to it."
This is Miss Someone as the Tragic Muse, but can't remember what she's called.
I don't know.
This is
Generic British
generic-
name.
generic
British name.
Mrs. Siddons as the Tragic Muse.
I'll accept that. It's Sarah Siddons. Refuting the colour theories of Joshua Reynolds, Gainsborough's full-length portrait of 1770 of a young male in knee breeches and doublet, popular during the previous century, has what title?
The Blue Boy.
Correct. 10 points for this. Which early Renaissance artist completed the fresco cycle, The Legend of the True Cross, in Arezzo? He also wrote treatises on perspective...
Darwin Golfinos.
Fra Angelico.
No, you lose 5 points. On perspective and geometry, concerns that are apparent in his painting The Baptism of Christ, now in the National Gallery.
St Edmund Hall, Bresson.
Pietro della Francesca.
Correct.
Well done.
Your bonuses are on France, Teddy Hall. In each case, give the two-word name of the département from the description. All three begin with the same adjective, meaning elevated in altitude. Annecy is the prefecture or capital of which department of southeastern France? It shares its name in part with a former Italian kingdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Haute-Savoie.
Haute-Savoie.
Correct. Le Puy-en-Velay in the Massif Central is the capital of which department named after a major river?
I could be.
No, major river. Rhône is more to the east. Is there a river in central France? Do you know it? The one, the Dordogne. Haute Dordogne?
Yeah. Haute Dordogne.
No, it's Haute-Loire. And finally, Chaumont is the capital of which department? The river after which it is named was the scene of major battles of September 1914 and August 1918.
Like Somme or something like that.
is the big one in the Somme, 14 or 18.
Like somewhere in that region.
Like
though.
Passchendaele? There's not a river, though, is it?
No,
there's
it's
something.
also Belgium.
We had Loire.
Just the same
The
divine. Could it be either of those?
Could be
Come
the
on.
Seine.
Yeah.
Haute-Seine.
It's Haute-Marne. 10 points for this. Defined as the amount of enzyme that catalyzes a reaction rate of 1 mole of substrate per second, what is the SI-derived unit of catalytic activity?
St Edmund Hall, Leo.
Work.
Know anyone want to buzz from Darwin? Cattell. 10 points for this. In an essay of 1936, who wrote that in Moulmein in Lower Burma, I was hated by large numbers
Darwin
of...
Mully.
George Orwell?
George Orwell is correct. Right, your bonuses this time are on wartime history and chemical elements. Take the initial letters of the months in which Britain declared war on Germany in 1914 and 1939, respectively. They spell the symbol of which chemical element?
September 8th. I think it was we declared one, so I'm just going to say 10. Yeah, tin.
No, it's August and September, AS, arsenic. The initial letters of the months of the start of the Battle of Jutland in 1916 and the Second Battle of El Alamein in 1942 spell the symbol of which Group 6 element?
What should I go? We just had arsenic. Phosphorus?
Come on.
Phosphorus?
No, it's May and October, MO, molybdenum.
Okay.
And finally, the initial letters of the months of the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941 and the Japanese surrender on the USS Missouri in 1945 give the symbol of which synthetic element?
I'm pretty sure D is Pearl Harbor. So D. Yeah. D. Who memorizes these months anyway?
Come on.
We got nothing.
You've got nothing. It's December and September, Darmstadium. Yes. So we're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you'll hear an aria from a cantata. For 10 points, please name its composer.
St Edmund Hall, Leo.
Johann Sebastian Bach.
Correct. And sheep may safely graze. That was part of Bach's Hunting Cantata, one of his secular choral works. Your music bonuses are 3 more secular cantatas, this time all from the 20th century. I'd like you to name the composer of each, please. Firstly, the composer of this cantata on a historical theme.
Shostakovich. No. Which was the kind of thing Shostakovich would do on Stalingrad?
If we have nothing.
They're all 20th century, right? Yeah. Okay. Shostakovich?
No, it's Prokofiev. That was a part of his score for Eisenstein's film on Alexander Nevsky. Secondly, the composer of this cantata, based on a Romanian folk tale.
Could be... Could be Bartok, because he does that kind of stuff, and he and the other guy look for... They look... Yeah, but they collect folk tales, so they could have gone over into Romania. I think so. Or it's the other guy who helps him, whose name I can't remember, but we should try Bartok. Yeah, I think Bartok's likelier. We'll try Bartok.
It is Bartok, yes, part of his cantata profana. And finally, the composer of this cantata, based on secular medieval songs.
Yeah. Karl Orff.
It is Carmina Burana of Karl Orff, of course. Right, 10 points for this. What name is that of a figure of Roman mythology and is given to a large constellation that lacks first magnitude stars? It has a 3-letter abbreviation that is a possessive determiner in English.
Darwin Golfinos.
Actually, no. Nothing.
St Edmund Hall, Leo.
Hermes?
No, it's Hercules. 10 points for this. Referring to the appellation Great, of whom did Edward Gibbon say he is the only prince in whose favour the title has been indissolubly blended with the name? The ruler in question died at...
Darwin Golfinos.
Charlemagne?
Correct, yes. You get 3 questions on the film director Sofia Coppola. Coppola's first feature film was based on which 1993 novel by Jeffrey Eugenides? It tells the story of 5 teenage sisters, all of whom kill themselves.
The Virgin Suicides.
Correct. Coppola's 2006 film Marie Antoinette was based on a biography by which British historian and novelist?
Barbara Tuchman.
No, she's not British. It's Antonia Fraser. Okay. What is the single-word title of Coppola's 2010 film which uses Hollywood's Chateau Marmont as a location? It concerns an actor whose time at the hotel is interrupted by the arrival of his daughter.
No idea. Anyone? No. We're going to pass.
It's somewhere. 10 points for this. In human anatomy, what term denotes the serous membrane lining the thoracic cavity and investing the lungs?
St Edmund Hall, Leo.
Plural?
The plural membrane is correct, or the pleura, yes. These bonuses are on a Greek-derived literary term. Published alongside Paradise Regained, what is the 2-word title of the Closet Tragedy by John Milton that contains the line describing its title character as eyeless in Gaza?
Samson Agonistes.
Correct. Subtitle Fragments of an Aristophanic Melodrama, the poetic drama Sweeney Agonistes is a work published in 1932 by which writer?
I think it's T.S. Eliot. Sweeney. T.S. Eliot?
Correct. Which politician's surname precedes the word Agonistes in the title of a 1970 biography by the US journalist Gary Wills? It earned Wills the enduring enmity of the politician concerned.
Because he hates people and he's in the 70s, and they would write a thing like that about him. Richard Nixon?
Correct. 10 points for this. Meaning leader or pattern, what short title is associated with administrative and political leadership in Sunni Islam? An absolute...
Darwin Golfinos.
Imam?
Imam is correct. Your bonuses are on biochemical compounds that share a common prefix. In each case, name the compound from the description. Firstly, a pyrimidine base with an amine group that is found in both DNA and RNA.
So, okay, so it's pyrimidine. So this is going to be either thymine or cytosine. So
cytosine, because thymine.
Yep.
Cytosine?
Correct. Secondly, a group of intercellular messenger proteins that are involved in various physiological processes. They include interferons, colony-stimulating factors, and growth factors.
Sorry? Must be cyto or something. Cytokinins?
These are messenger proteins.
Cytokinins.
Cytokines is what I was looking for. And finally, a group of hemoproteins that function as electron carriers during cellular respiration. They can be subdivided into three classes, A, B, and C.
Cytochromes.
Yeah. Yep.
Cytochromes?
Correct. Right, we're going to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a photograph of a British author. 10 points if you can give me his name.
Darwin Golfinos.
Anthony Burgess?
It is Anthony Burgess, yes. Now, in 1989, Burgess was awarded the Benson Medal, a Lifetime Achievement Award made by the Royal Society of Literature and named after the poet and academic A.C. Benson. Your picture bonuses are 3 more writers similarly honoured, 5 points for each you can name. Firstly, this Nobel laureate.
You know, I don't look at pictures of them, I just read their books. No idea.
That's Nadine Gordimer. Secondly, another Nobel laureate.
I think that's Wole Soyinka. Wole Soyinka?
Correct. And finally, this author and journalist.
Author and journalist. Hannah Arendt? I don't know. Elena Poniatowska.
No, that's Rebecca West. 10 points for this. What alphanumeric designation is given to the type of supernova used as a standard candle in cosmology, providing evidence?
Darwin Golfinos.
1A?
1A is correct, yes. You get 3 bonuses on England and Scotland in the 12th century. Firstly, married to Henry I of England in 1100, Matilda was the daughter of which Scottish king? I need his regnal name and either his regnal number or by name.
I don't know. Let's try James the First. Sure. James the First.
No, it was Malcolm III. Henry and Matilda's daughter, also called Matilda, is often known by what title as a result of her marriage to the continental European ruler Henry V?
Fitz-Empress?
No, it's Empress.
Yeah.
And finally, an ally of Empress Matilda, which King of Scots was the husband of Matilda of Senlis?
We have nothing.
That's David I. Right, 10 points for this. Widely used in medical applications until its toxicity became apparent, the compound calomel is the chloride of which metal?
St Edmund Hall Piscirotti.
Mercury?
Mercury is correct, yes. Right, you get a set of bonuses on optimists and optimism. Firstly, considered a parody of Gottfried Leibniz's views on theodicy, which character in a novel of 1759 asserted that he lived in the best of all possible worlds?
Pangloss.
Dr. Pangloss is correct. The place where optimism most flourishes is the lunatic asylum. Which English social psychologist wrote those words in his 1923 book, The Dance of Life?
Dance of Life.
1923 Dance of Life.
I don't know.
Psychology. Oh, I forgot.
Do you know any?
Just say a psychologist. James Robinson. Or is
I
that a guy?
really
Is he?
don't know.
Watson.
No, it's Havelock Ellis. An optimist is a guy that has never had much experience. The creator of Archie and Mehitabel. Which US author and poet wrote those words?
Yeah, just all.
So is that who?
Archie and Mehitabel. The poet that wrote Archie and Mehitabel.
Who did?
Or the poet that created
Yes,
Archie
yeah,
and Mehitabel.
so... Is it like some kid's thing?
Yeah, Archie Comics. Is that what they're talking about?
Oh, what's the guy who maybe does, like, Calvin and Hobbes? No, I don't know. E. Cummings.
It's Don Marquis. 10 points for this. God and Man at Yale and McCarthy and his enemies.
Darwin Golfinos.
William F. Buckley.
Correct, yes. Your bonuses are on football clubs with classical names. In each case, give the single word that links the following. Firstly, the people of an ancient Greek city-state and the Brazilian football club that won the 2012 FIFA Club World Cup.
Corinthians? Is that a club?
Yeah, Corinthians.
Corinthians?
Correct. Secondly, the Latin for youth or young persons and
Juventus.
the Italian for... Juventus is correct. And finally, a mythological Greek warrior and the Dutch football club that won the 1995 Champions League.
Ajax? Yeah, Ajax.
Correct. 10 points for this. Ahead of the Mississippi, Missouri, what is the longest river in the world that flows entirely within one country? Its basin encompassing 1/5 of that country's land area.
Darwin Golfinos.
The Yangtze?
The Yangtze is correct, yes. Right, a set of bonus questions on the 17th century writer Aphra Behn. During the Second Anglo-Dutch War, Aphra Behn lived in Antwerp as a spy. Her code names included Agent 160 and what six-letter name, later a pen name for her writing?
I have no idea. Pass.
It's Astrea. Secondly, inspired by her time living in Suriname, which prose work by Behn is subtitled The Royal
Orinoco.
Slave? And Orinoco is correct. And finally, can you give the six-letter word that completes this sentence from Behn's 1686 work, The Lover's Watch? Love ceases to be a pleasure when it ceases to be a...
Game? I don't know. Sure. I have no idea. Oh, 6 letters. Game. I don't know.
No, it's secret. 10 points for this. What 8-letter term may indicate both a thin, fibrous cartilage between the surfaces of joints such as the knee and the curved...
Darwin McPherson.
Ligament.
There, you lose 5 points. And the curved upper surface of a liquid in a tube.
St Edmund Hall-Leo.
Meniscus.
Meniscus is correct. Right, these bonuses are on terms that have different meanings in different fields of science. In each case, give the term from the description. Firstly, in biology, an animal that uses metabolic energy to regulate body temperature. And in chemistry, a reaction that absorbs rather than emits heat.
So it's do they want 1 or 2 things?
No, it's
Yeah. Okay, exothermic.
No, it's endotherm. And at the gong, Darwin College, Cambridge have 140, but St Edmund Hall, Oxford have 165. Well, you nearly did it, Darwin. Nearly, but not quite. Congratulations to you, Teddy Hall. We'll look forward to seeing you in the final. Well done. I hope you can join us next time for the final match of this series. But until then, it's goodbye from Darwin College, Cambridge.
Goodbye.
It's goodbye from St Edmund Hall, Oxford.
Bye-bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.